Glory, glory, Man United. Aziz, we are all here for the fun. Guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. It's a beautiful morning, a very, very beautiful morning, as everyone is singing Onana. What's his name? That is Onana for you. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. I have Josh in the building, Aziz in the building. Aziz, I know you're here just to throw. I'm not saying that you're happy on our side, but please, how was the game? How did you see the game? United just, sorry, it's showing preview, but it's not supposed to be showing preview. United just beat Lyon 5-4. What a comeback that was at Old Trafford. I mean, I was gassed out. I thought that was the end of the world. I was so phased until I saw 3 goals in only 8 minutes left to go.
Don't forget, Lyon had a red card, and Manchester United.
Come on, Aziz, really?
Goals. No. I'm just saying the fact. Although.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, we hear you.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Go on.
Yeah,
Okay.
although Manchester United, made a comeback, it was a very poor performance from Manchester United to concede 2 goals with Lyon having a red card. But, it took a miracle. It took a miracle for Manchester to go through to the Europa League semi-finals. Let's see what they can do in the semi-finals.
Well, I'm more than happy, guys. Please do subscribe, turn on the notification. It's a live reaction. Josh, I know you have a billion words, Josh. Go have a good
bro, that was really good. That was really good. I mean, whoa, what a game. United has defied all odds like it would, and qualified for the semi-final of the Europa League. We thought that we would have won this game much easier. Like the game panned out. The first half, we totally dominated the game. We had clear-cut chances to actually win the game, even 4-0 in the first half, but it wasn't to be. We gave Lyon a lifeline, and in the second half, they came back and got 1 back. Then equalized to 2-2, and the game became very difficult for us. But because of the character that United has at Old Trafford and the fans behind them, we managed to dig deep and find solutions. Because even when they got a 3rd goal, I mean, Casemiro stepped up like the experienced player that he was.
He was incredible today.
Yes, he added himself into the attack, and in one way or another forced a penalty, which Bruno Fernandes tucked away to make the game 3-3 and send into extra time. Now, this is the cherry on the cake. With United with a limited bench, Ruben Amorim looked on the bench and did not have solutions in attack. Even when he took off players, he was not really comfortable with the choices of players he was bringing on, because they were not really attackers. I mean, when you have Kobe Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, and Mason Mount in your attacking line in a game that Lyon is leading 4-3, having come back from a 2-0 deficit, it becomes very difficult. Very, very, very difficult for you to actually think of ways you're going to manage. But because Tolisso had gotten a red card, we also had a chance of having a player more. We had an advantage, rather, of having a player more. And Kobe Mainu, oh my God, that composure.
Why did it take so long to bring him on?
No, because
I was getting frustrated. Seriously.
No. He has said Kobe Mainu has had this injury for long, and he lacked pace, so he couldn't bring him on in midfield. He had to throw him on. He actually gambled to throw on Kobe Mainu because he knows the boy is not ready to play. He lacks the pace and stuff of the game, but he threw him on, and he was confident that this guy has the skill set to operate in very small spaces, and that is the type of goal that Kobe Mainu can score. The composure on Kobe Mainu to score that goal, oh my God.
Josh, a question for you.
Yeah.
went 4-2 down. What was
Okay.
your emotions, and did you believe that you can turn this around?
At 4-2, it was no, actually, at 3-2, I did not believe that we could come back. But at
Oh,
4-2, I started to believe that we had a chance only because it was quick. Casemiro got the penalty. Okay. Uh,
No, I'm saying when Lacazette scored the penalty, what was running in your
yeah.
mind?
Lacazette's. Oh, sorry, I've lost count of the goals, but Lacazette scores the fourth goal, right?
Yeah, it was 4-2. Manchester
It
It
down
was
was
4.
4-2.
4-2.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
that's
was
what I'm
4-2.
saying. At the point it is 4-2, it does not take too long before Casemiro gets the
I
penalty.
swear I stepped away
You
from
get
the
the
That's what
screen.
I'm saying. Like in
I
between that,
stepped away from the screen. You know,
between
I
the
even told
penalty.
Josh in a voice note, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not
I
supporting
was
this
not
team
hoping.
again. Let me just go to bed.
I was not
That
hoping. I didn't think that
What a
we
game.
shall win the game. I was thinking we need to score a goal. At that point, I had the belief that we shall score a goal. I didn't have the belief that we shall win the game, but I had the belief we shall score a goal. And I was hoping that if we score a goal, it gets back into our mold. And I saw that Bruno Fernandes was actually doing things to make sure that we score a goal. He came
I'm
came
telling you
deep and he
guys.
was dictating play from deep and distributing the ball very well. So
And
I,
by the
I,
way,
I did start
I
to have
actually like him
confidence
playing
that it's
deep.
going to
I like
happen.
Bruno Fernandes playing deep, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
But
but
again,
it
we have
doesn't.
no attackers.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
know, we
I
have no
mean, if you
attackers.
at a certain
Chances that
point,
Garnacho missed.
I know. Oh my God! But he had a wonderful half.
Yeah, he had a wonderful
Yeah, he had a
first half.
wonderful half. I mean, you see, Lyon gave us a lot of space on the pitch. With a lot of space on the pitch, he had the opportunity to stretch the players, to run in behind and do things like that. Whereas most of the games that he has played as an inside 10, the teams have been compact, saying the Premier League, they're a bit more compact and it doesn't have nimble feet to get away from very tight spaces. But when he has a lot of space to run onto, Leon was dead. He knew he had the beating of Clinton Mata. Every time he got the ball, he just fancied himself to beat him, and he beat him. It's just that having made a very good decision for the first goal, I mean, he let us down. He let us down. Oh, he let himself down later on. He started to make decisions that were not the best, like when Rasmus Højlund made a run and he could have passed the ball to
I
him
know.
easily. He did not, and things like that. But I don't blame him for the shot that he did take because maybe the momentum pushed him to do that. But Bruno Fernandes had made a very good run. And if he had passed to him, we would score a goal. But United goals came from the first goal was scored by wow, 5 goals is too much, you know.
Well, the last
The
15
first goal
games.
was scored by Manuel
Isaac,
Ugarte.
I
The
think I
second goal
told
was
you.
scored by Diogo Dallo
Yeah,
at the stroke of halftime,
I didn't
and
expect that to go in, by the way.
yeah, Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Mainu, and Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
I think
Harry
Isaac has told you
Maguire,
Harry
he was the
Maguire is
hero.
a better striker in
Uh, uh,
Manchester than everything that you have in
Aziz,
Chelsea.
don't start. Aziz, don't
No, no, no,
start.
no. I told Isaac. I told Isaac. If it wasn't for Harry Maguire's pressure, without even conceding that
he
penalty,
says that meaning it, but also
Harry
in the same
Maguire
sentence.
going up front made a big change for you guys. When
Yo,
you
but he
went
took so
4-2
long to
down,
make those changes. I was
Harry
getting so
Maguire, Harry
worried.
Maguire was
He
at
had no choice. He had to
there.
take the time that it took
No,
to make
but
the
that is
changes.
Mourinho's tactic. Mourinho, if Manchester United are 1-1 or if 0-0, brother, Fellaini, send
Yeah,
all
yeah.
your tall players over
He used
there.
to send him up front.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not even about just Mourinho. But if you're a football manager and you want to win a football game and you
No,
have
no,
Harry
no.
Yeah.
Maguire at the
Yes.
back, and
No.
Lyon is not troubling your back line too much, you have 3 defenders at the back, and this is the guy who is the biggest player that you do have. Okay, you can send him forward and ask your wing backs to cross the ball in, or Bruno Fernandes to find him, or Casemiro, which exactly we did, and we got a goal from it. You
How
see
many
that he
teams-
has done it
How
before.
many teams do we see that in the Premier League doing that?
You don't have to see many teams do that. It's just because we are lacking as a team. Okay, we are lacking as a team. You can see that Ruben Amorim looked at the bench and he did not have anyone to bring
We didn't
on.
have no options, man.
Yeah,
He didn't have no options.
options
know?
in attack.
No,
Even actually, in his presser, he has said that when you look at a player like Garnacho, he's the player who is very quick on transitions. He's the player you want to leave on the pitch. But when you look at the guy, he is actually tired. He cannot do it anymore. But when you take him off, then you've taken out something from the game. So we need to build a stronger unit that has a stronger squad that has better players or like players for these positions.
Let me tell
Guys,
you one thing, Josh.
yeah.
Strikers should go to WWE. They should go to wrestling because they're not. They don't even have anything. They don't even help you. They should just go to another sport.
But we don't have many though. We don't have many though.
Guys, key moments of the game.
Zagzi out, with Joshua Zagzi out, then it becomes very difficult for you to look on the bench for an attacker. But when you have Mason Mount, Kobe Mino, and Bruno Fernandes as your forward three, you know how bad the team is because those are all midfielders.
Yo,
You
guys,
have a
anyway.
And he didn't even score.
Who? Hoyland?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
man.
Rasmus Højlund had a very good game.
He had a good game, by the way.
Yeah. He had a very
He had a
good
good
game.
game
He
today.
dropped deep.
Yes, he did score today. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but he had a better game compared to other games. You could see the effort.
Garnacho had
Strikers are there to score you goals,
played
man.
him in.
Don't tell me a
If
striker
Garnacho had played in him, maybe he would have had a chance.
Nunes plays good, but we want goals. He needs to do it.
I know.
A defender can make an assist, but what we want more from them is to defend.
True. See, Aziz,
Yeah.
the problem we do have at United is it's okay, you can blame Rasmus Højlund for not getting on the score sheet. I would also blame him because he's a striker, but you have to look at the sum, the collective, because at United there's a lot of individualistic play when it comes to the front three. They don't have a good relationship with themselves to make sure that these things can happen. There's no chemistry at all. Garnacho plays by himself, and whomever is playing on the right is playing by himself, and Rasmus Højlund just has to drop back and become a midfielder to get on the ball and things like that. So it becomes very difficult for striker to make the right runs and read your game and things like that. A thing which I think that Ruben Amorim should be able to correct and form relationships with the forwards, or get better players who can do it for him.
When was the last time seeing Manchester playing this way? The last 10 minutes, the way they played after conceding the fourth goal against Lyon. When was the last time seeing players playing with urgency like that? You know,
that was my next question.
No, the first half. The first half of this very game, they did play with urgency.
No,
they
Josh,
played with
determination.
They played with yes, they did. They had a lot of they had a lot of good things were happening for Manchester United in the first half. They were on the ball. They were dominant. There's nothing Lyon had on Manchester United in that first half.
In the first half, that is true.
And the game could easily have been 4-0.
Josh, I agree with you. In the first half, fantastic football, deserved to lead. Of course, Lyon was dangerous, but most of the times, but United did so well. Of course, Euro and Garnacho were very brilliant. Josh, sorry?
You're comparing the last 10 minutes, the way Manchester played. You're comparing it to
that's what I was coming to. I'm saying the first half, we had a good game. But the last time I've ever seen Man United play like this, when they were about to throw away a lead, okay, and play, I would say 15 minutes, last 10, 15 minutes. I've not seen it in a while. I think, I don't know. I don't remember even the last season, Josh. We played so well, come back from two goals down, score the third goal, fourth goal, okay, regardless of whatever score. But it's been a while since Man United played like this.
When United beat Liverpool, knocked them out of the FA Cup, Amad Diallo scored that goal, and for the better part of that period, Man United was on top of things.
I think that is intended just to remind you.
No, not really. As in, you've just asked me for a moment.
I agree with him.
And there's also the Leicester game. There's also the Leicester game when Harry Maguire scored an offside.
Listen, Josh, this last 10 minutes, they scored 3 goals.
Yeah. Of course, it's incomparable. It's incomparable, but I'm just talking about.
Yeah, you can't.
No. It's incomparable because I mean, 5-4 is not 2-1.
No, listen. If you ask me personally, Liverpool will play like that every single game. If you just an example was this West Ham game. West Ham game, we just conceded an own goal, and immediately we went to go and choke West Ham.
You mean this one, the one that just ended 2-1, the Van Dijk scoring the winning goal? Yeah,
exactly. We went immediately, but for Manchester, it's never like that.
Aziz, let me tell you something.
Like as if there is
United has come back more times. United has come back more times in football games than Liverpool has. We are just not at the same level.
Yeah, she was asking when was the last time.
If we're speaking about 1929, brother, we are not asking about. I'm talking about current Manchester. We are not speaking about.
Yeah, but the current Manchester just scored 5-4. It came back from 2 goals.
We're speaking about this current Manchester.
It just won 5-4. 3 goals in 8 minutes.
Aziz, I need to ask you something. Were you impressed that Man United came back? Aziz, are you saying, okay, were you impressed that Man United came back and won?
Definitely.
Don't bring up the 10 man. Is it 10 man, 11 man, one had a red card? No, don't bring up that excuse. Were you impressed that United managed to come back, score 3 goals to win the game?
As I said, what I was just explaining to Josh, Manchester United, whenever they even concede goals, their players don't show even lack of, urgency of showing, we need this win. We need this win. We usually just see them play casual, not seeing players going to attack the box, like overloading the box. How many players have you seen in that box, especially when Casemiro got the penalty? When was the last time seeing Manchester do like that? Things like that. It was a long time. And one of the reasons I didn't even reach out to you, Isaac, when you went 4-2 down. For me, my mentality, and I always, when you reach out to me and ask me, oh, this is happening, and I say, no, the game has not ended. That is usually my mentality as a footballer.
Yeah, I remember when you lost to Newcastle, you kept on saying, the game has not. We can always come back. You kept on insisting that you come back.
Exactly. And one of the reasons I didn't even reach out to you, although you were 4-2 down, was especially you were so bad during that first extra time. I say to myself, there is still time to play. This team is, 1-0 down. 1 man down, and this is Old Trafford. Just need 2 goals to go to penalties. I wasn't even thinking about Manchester scoring 3 goals. So for me personally, it was an entertaining match, and I expected, as I said, starting of the stream, I expected Manchester to beat Lyon, not comfortably, but to beat them. Lyon is.
I also expected Man United to win, not comfortably. I thought actually it could end at 2-1. That's what I thought. But yeah, the key moments of the game, guys. United took a 2-lead goal, in the first half. Through goals of Manuel Ugarte and Diego Dallo, capitalizing on the home advantage. But Lyon fighting back, despite being reduced to 10 men, after that Tolisso red card. Some want to call it controversial, but I don't think that was controversial. I think it was a yellow card, although he was already carded.
Yeah, he was already on a card. It was a second yellow card.
It was a second yellow card, yeah. So, to me, I think that was the right call for the referee. And if it were for a Manchester United player, I would also agree with him. So, but still, either way, the fact that they fought back, despite being a man down, scored twice in the extra time to lead 6-4 on aggregate with goals from Ryan Cherki and, of course, a penalty from former Arsenal player Lacazette. That was quite incredible. But the highlight of the game today was United's resilience. In the final 6, 8, 9 minutes of the extra time, Bruno converted a penalty, Kobe Mino equalized, a brilliant curling shot, and of course, not forgetting former skipper Harry Maguire, who has had, to me, I think he has had a better season compared to the other seasons. He has really had a better season. It's more of redemption. And right now he's undroppable. Before he even got injured, he had played 9 or 8 games consecutively of all competitions, not being dropped. So I think right now he's showing that he's undroppable. And I'm not saying he's our best, rather he's really up there. But I would say currently, with the players we have, with the defenders we have at Manchester United, he's better than majority of them. Only with those that we have. So, I mean, Josh doesn't want to give him his flowers. You see, I've not yet even called him out. You see his facial expression. But I said, I protected myself and I said, with the current defenders we have at Man United right now, I think he's better than them.
Maguire is one of your best defenders and one of your best strikers. That is my opinion.
Well, Maguire was the hero tonight. He did score the goal that won us the game, 5-4.
But
there's no but. He's a good player in the back three. He has the experience. It was good that we did give him an extra year, because he can at least galvanize the Lenny Euros and the Eden Heavens as they grow. And when you say he's better than some players, yes, we do have players like Lindelof at the club. So, I mean, he can be better than some of the players there. But for me, the moments of the game, I would first of all take the looping ball that Diogo Dalot plays into Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes strikes it on the volley and it hits the bar. Oh my God. Whoa. That would have been a goal of the year.
No.
That would have been a goal of the year.
Are you talking about the first half?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was going to be. Aziz, did you watch that?
That would have been a goal of the year.
Did it hit the bar or the keeper punched it out?
It hit the bar, bro.
Oh my God. He touched the ball before he fell with the feet in the air. He used this other. Oh my God, that was going to be an incredible goal.
And the other moment for me that you missed about Harry Maguire is the fact that he was brought down in the penalty at box, and the referee did not give a penalty for it. I mean, when you look at the
each other's shot, man.
No. Hey,
Aziz,
the benefit always goes to the attacker. There was contact. He actually held his arm. He held his shirt and his arm. Believe me. Okay, what happens?
It's a penalty. And the commentator told him, just remove your Manchester United class.
No, yes, because the commentator is a person who thinks like you.
No.
And in his opinion, in the commentator's opinion, I think it was Robbie Savage.
Let me just tell you.
Or Darren Fletcher. In their opinion, maybe they didn't think it was, but for me, I absolutely thought that was a penalty, because I didn't even understand why it didn't go to VAR.
Josh, it went to VAR.
He did not.
I don't remember by the way. Did it go to VAR?
It did not go to VAR.
Dismiss it immediately. Nothing to even say that.
No. It did not go to VAR. I don't think you watched it.
Check every incident so that the referee can be.
So I thought. But there are incidents that may not be checked because the foul has been given by the referee. Anyhow, for me, that was a highlight of the game. I thought that
any potential penalty, any potential anything, they're supposed to check. That is the.
But they didn't. They didn't.
They don't have to announce it so that to check, man.
They do. They always do. At least the commentator says check over.
Let me tell you this. There is one angle showing Harry Maguire, the defender holding Harry Maguire, And if you see the other angle from this other side, Harry Maguire is
Yeah.
also on the defender's shirt. So they
Yes,
were both
but he
holding each
holds
other.
his arm.
That's why he didn't even. No, man.
He
Look,
pulls his arm. He
that
goes
is
with
never
him.
a penalty.
Okay.
Never a penalty.
You remember the penalty Saka missed
Against Real
And
Madrid
that,
yesterday.
against Real Madrid? The tassel.
can you compare that to Harry Maguire?
The ball was not even anywhere close. Okay.
That is a penalty, bro.
Okay.
That is a
Okay. Yeah.
penalty.
Yeah. Yeah. But listen.
Yeah, he's not even
The
playing
two
the ball.
players. The two players tussled it out before Asensio
No.
blocked Merino.
Asensio was holding Merino, and Merino.
Yeah,
played-
but Merino held him back. Merino pulled him.
No, Merino played Asensio. He really played him. He played.
Anyhow.
Asensio played him too.
That being
Merino-
said, for me, I think that was a highlight of. I thought Maguire should have been given a penalty for
Never.
being brought down in the box.
Never.
But
Manchester
still,
United
he was the
players-
hero of the night.
This
He
is
was the hero
normal.
of the night. Though they didn't want him to have won a penalty, he won when it mattered most. And United is through to the semi-final. We shall play Atletico Bilbao. And
And by the way, Aziz, Josh,
Yeah.
how do you guys? I mean, how highly do you rate Ryan Cherky?
Man,
he's
that
a
guy
good, he's a good left-footed player.
He's a good player. But for me personally, he's not a world-class player, but he's
That's
a
what I was
very,
going to say. Very good player.
Very good.
That
player.
run, you remember
He was
that
a
run,
guy
Josh, in the first half? We
Yeah,
survived.
but he can be. He can be. He has the talent too. And
Yeah,
for me, I think that he can actually play in our system as a 10.
Isn't he the
He's
player
a-
at one time who failed? Isn't he the player at one time who failed? And
No,
is it a
No,
medical?
no. That
no,
is
that is
Fekiri.
That is
Bakiri, yeah,
Turkey,
yeah. Sorry.
Turkey, we were even thinking of getting him, but we decided not to get him. He plays on the left wing. He's a good, backup for
He had
most
scored us. He had scored us on both legs, first half, and even this time in the extra time.
Yeah.
You know, when he gave
It's the
gave
extra
Lyon the lead.
things.
the
It's the
second
extra
goal-
things that he does that are actually interesting. He likes to play 1-2s and stuff like that, which is a
One-on-one.
good
He
forward
likes
10 who
one-on-one
is a very good
isolations.
striker.
He likes one-on-one isolations against defenders.
Yes,
Because
and
he's-
that is actually very good from him. He's quick. He's he has very many good attributes about him. I think
Actually, if you look at
the
the
sky
goal
is the
he
limit for
scored,
him.
If you look at the goal he scored, actually, it's one of Lenny Yoro showing that inexperience. Already, Dalot had him, had that player. What is his name? there?
Yeah. He should never have rushed into press.
Yeah, yes. Why you just?
Yeah, but
people-
of course you can understand. You can understand, like you said, you can see the inexperience of the player, and you should know that that is the Manchester United side you have. So you must appreciate that actually there is a learning curve for these players. They ought not to be doing these things, but because of the magnitude of the club,
No, the thing is, this
because of the-
mistakes can't be repeated because
because of the mag-
you can't
because
be
of the
expecting mistakes like that going down 4-2 to Atletico Bilbao and then expect you get a comeback. These comebacks don't happen every day. You can't
Because
be
of it.
conceding this kind
No,
of
they
goal.
don't. Honestly,
Yeah,
you know,
but
guys,
because of the magnitude of Manchester United, you want these players to do things like they are experienced and they're ready for it, but they're still learning. He will learn from it. He will get good lessons from having done what he did. He did concede a goal because of what he
That's
did,
the thing. That
and
is
I
the
think he
thing.
will be
Guys.
better going forward.
Josh,
That is-
Aziz.
that is the hope, yeah.
Yeah, another key moment I want to give you guys. Okay, not a key moment, but I need your opinion on this. Of course, an ordinary turnaround with United scoring 3 goals in the last 6-8 minutes to overturn a 2-goal deficit. And Andre Onana, I mean, despite all the criticism, the errors he made in the first half, I mean, yes, he celebrated so passionately
first leg,
with
not
manager.
first half.
Sorry, in the first leg. those two goals. He celebrated passionately today with Ruben Amorim after that Maguire win. I mean, what do you have to say about Onana, Aziz?
To be honest, I think that is just showing appreciation to the coach that he chose him, to put him back in goal. And I think Amorim made a good decision not to play him over the weekend, just to make him forget all about
Relax.
football. Have that. There's a big game coming.
He actually didn't travel with the team. He told him stay home, relax. Yeah.
Forget about football. And that is because this game was everything you have. This game is the game that take you to the Champions League. This game, players will no longer be losing 25% of their paycheck. This game will bring a lot of revenue to Manchester United. Next season, if you don't win this Europa, there is no there is no Champions League, there is no conference. Although people laugh about the conference, but Manchester United will not even smell conference. Then Manchester United and Everton are going to be the same. There is no Champions League football. And Onana, we saw the rumors going that he was going with his agent to speak about, the pay cut, the 25% pay cut. So if Manchester if the players are not happy,
there are lots of rumors that United is in for goalkeeper.
Yeah, they need to step up, not just only for the team, but also for personal reasons. Yeah, so
Josh?
that is my take on that.
Josh, Onana, for you?
Yes. Yeah. Like Aziz has said, it was appreciation that the manager brought him back in. It was very good to have left him out in the first place to cool off. But for me, I think Onana had a good game. It's just that he continued to do things that I don't like. I mean, the goals that they scored against him, there were goals maybe he would not save. But I thought the Ryan Chaki goal, he would have read the situation much better and tried to make a save. It was a beautiful goal. It's not his fault, but I just believe that maybe he would have read the situation much better or positioned himself in the goal in a manner that
there is nothing positioning about that goal, but
he could stop that because you could read. You see what was happening from in front of him was so fast, so he could read what was going on. But for me, the thing I see about Onana, he only whenever that it's like whenever it's a dead ball against him, he panics. If it's by instinct, his reflexes are on. He made some good saves in that
he made
game.
Some brilliant saves today.
When it's a dead ball, because even Ryan Chaki, in the manner that he scored, it was almost a dead ball. Even
Tolisso almost scored in the first half. You remember that save?
Yeah. He did make a very good save. So I think he's the guy. He has passed the audition. Though not with flying colors. But for me, I believe today was an audition for him to the manager that
Josh,
I want.
Do you think United should keep him as the first keeper, goalkeeper,
United
or
should
they
look
should
for a proper keeper, a goalkeeper? We should look for a goalkeeper to play as the first keeper. I mean, even if we're looking at the players, the rumors of the keepers we're looking at look like will be second fiddle to Onana.
We're being linked to very many keepers,
but they look.
Would you take him over Martinez, Josh?
Who?
If given an option, Onana and Martinez.
Are you sick? Oh my god! Oh my god! You're just insulting Martinez.
Come on,
you're
guys.
Insulting Martinez, bro.
Oh, okay, I understand. I thought you were going to say Aziz might say otherwise. Aziz.
For me personally, Martinez is a better goalkeeper, but why go for Martinez when you can go for another?
No. That's just a wild, out of the blue question. I thought Josh was going to say otherwise. But anyway, guys, another
but not the keeper that you need.
Yo, another key key moment for me. Lyon's celebration after Lacazette's penalty. To me, I think, a bit premature. Don't you guys think? Because United let such stand the French side.
At that point, but you know, as the saying goes, never celebrate early against Manchester United.
Exactly. As Aziz said, you never know. Things, I'm telling you, I'm being honest. There is no way. Josh, you were seeing my messages I was sending you. I was cursing myself for having supported.
But you see, the adrenaline,
there's no way.
Adrenaline rush
There's
at
no
that
way.
point when you're 4-2.
I saw this coming.
You do believe that
you can't be 4-2 and you think you're going to come back win. The best you can do is go to penalties, score 2 goals.
I mean, Lyon. But by the time we scored the 4th goal, I did believe we were scoring a 5th goal because we were on the ball. Yes,
for me personally, I don't blame him because he's delusional, Manchester United delusional. So you will not give up.
I can never give up. I can never give up. Yeah. In that moment, no. If you really watched the game from the time we started to score the 3rd, the 4th, you would know that actually when we scored the 3rd and the 4th, you would know that a goal is imminent. Why? We were on the ball. Lyon was panicking. They were all at the back. And Bruno Fernandes had gotten himself in a position to pick out players up front. We had numbers in the box, and Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes were seeing too much of the ball, and there was a lot of space in front of them to pick out the right players. And Casemiro, actually, Bruno Fernandes makes a run, and I'm screaming, play to Bruno, play to Bruno. But Casemiro has seen Harry Maguire, so he just cheap seat, and Harry Maguire makes it 5-4. Yo, have you ever done a knee slide?
Josh,
I just did a knee slide with all my sons in the living room, bro.
By the way, he's not lying. The voice note is
I'm not lying. I'm not lying, bro.
He's like, Isaac, where are you?
I'm not lying.
I didn't even stop.
Josh,
But
Josh, a question for you guys.
We screamed so loud, I think even the dead woke up.
Definitely, everybody has to wake up for that kind of comeback, man. I don't care, man. Even if I'm not a Manchester fan, everybody has to wake up their neighborhood.
I know.
Aziz, you're asking something?
Yeah, I want to ask you guys.
Yes.
A question for you guys. Do you think you're winning this Europa?
Yeah.
I need to know who the opponent is. I'm being honest. Right now, we have one step in. That is the semi-finals. Sorry?
Look, semi-final, let me just tell you right now. Semi-final, you're starting away to you're going to start
away. That's good if we're starting away. That's good. That's good if we're starting away.
And then the second leg is going to be at Old Trafford. May 1st, May 8th, second leg.
Josh, we were talking about Bilbao, Josh, last time.
Yeah.
Athletic Club is good. And we have a bad record when it comes to we have a bad record when it comes to Spanish teams, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, not a bad, but a fair record,
Do you know the Norwegian team has knocked out Lazio on penalties?
Yeah, Bodo Glimt. Yeah. And we played Bodo Glimt in the group stages. But they gave us a run for our money.
I know.
We are so
that is quite that is a milestone, by the way.
Well-coached team. They are a well-coached team.
They're playing against Tottenham, so we might see an English final, or Tottenham versus Atletico Bilbao, or Bodo versus Atletico
United.
Bilbao.
So, okay, guys, let's stand the focus. Yeah, Aziz, please.
I want to hear your answer.
Okay. To me.
Yeah.
To me,
I do. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know. You already know.
Considering the record that Manchester United has against Spanish teams, especially at this stage of the game, quarterfinals, semi-finals, playing Spanish teams, the record is not so nice. But if we manage to beat Athletic Club or Bilbao, the trophy is ours. If we right now we have one step ahead of and that is into the semi-finals. So if Manchester United manages to beat or rather, United are able to beat that Spanish team, I'm telling you, we're going into the semi. We are lifting that trophy. You're seeing us in the Champions League next season. In fact, we don't even want to. Whether you mention we finish 13th or 20th, we might be the first team. I just keeps on saying to play in the Champions League while we're in the championship. So if we beat Bilbao,
Yeah, and just to
there.
bring it, just to bring it to your
Thank
attention,
you so
Ruben
much for your
Amorim said,
answers. And I want to just, bust your bubbles. Guys, this is the end of the road for you guys.
Oh, come on, really?
No, I'm just being realistic. I'm not a Manchester fan.
When we were playing Lyon, you were a bit negative too, as you didn't give us our flowers.
No way. No way. I said,
Not entirely, but you were like, Lyon, Lyon.
Lyon is a tough team. It's a tough team to beat, but you're going to beat them. Never have I put Lyon beating Manchester United, but oh my God, that would have happened tonight. If it wasn't
for me, the thing that I can say is when you win a football match in the manner that we've won this game, it can bring so many positive things in the side. And things can turn around. Things can turn around if we are lucky and we don't have a lot of injuries going forward. I don't see a reason that we don't put Atletico Bilbao to the sword. And when we do beat Atletico Bilbao, I think either Spurs or Bodo Glimt if we are in the final. I mean,
I don't want Spurs.
I would prefer Bodo Glimt, but Bobo is a very
I last checked on Spurs when they were trailing a goal. How did they manage to come around?
Spurs was winning one.
No, Spurs led Madison penalty.
Oh, really? Who was? No, it was Rangers and Athletic Club, where Athletic Club was ahead with a goal.
But anyway, guys, just wanted to bring it to your attention that Ruben Amorim.
Why I was laughing right now. This is the same person. Josh is the same person who told me Manchester United is back after winning two games. So now he's saying this comeback.
Yeah, we were not fortunate with the injuries and stuff like that. But if we do get some luck with the injuries and stuff like that, you will be here appreciating that you saw this.
We're not talking about 2 months ago. We're just speaking 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Back after beating Leicester and Real Sociedad.
Yeah, but I think we are back. Don't you see that we are in the semi-final of a European tournament? Liverpool got out at the group stage at the first point of a knockout.
No, that is the Champions League. That is the Champions League.
By the way,
it's just a European tournament. Anyhow, what I wanted to bring to your attention is the fact that Ruben Amorim has said in his presser that the fans should be ready to allow Manchester United to concentrate and focus on the Europa League, which means that he will be playing some of the younger players in the Premier League matches to keep his players fresh, and they keep training for the Europa League. It is just a week away. 2 weeks away. And you would love players like Kobe Mino to get some fitness and remain fresh. So I mean, you could be seeing a lot of Harry Emas and Collier and Godwill Kukonki and Chido Obi playing in the next 2 weeks in the Premier League.
Yo, guys, unrelated. You know that Harry Maguire goal? I can only imagine if Lisandro Martinez was on the pitch. His celebrations. You know how he celebrates every time Man United comes back? It's like he has scored.
I know.
He would have celebrated wildly. But yeah, guys.
He would carry Ruben.
Your top 4 performers in the game, Aziz. And why? From both sides. You got either 3 from the other side, top 4. From both combined, Lyon and United.
I would say for Lyon, the left wing, that left wing player, I don't even know his name.
Ryan Chucky.
No, not Ryan Chucky. Ryan Chucky is the
Mikwatadezi. He didn't have a good game.
man. That
Oh,
guy.
Josh,
Fofana, you mean, yeah.
Fofana. I'm speaking about
Fofana, yeah,
Fofana.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fofana, exactly
He did change
Fofana.
the game. He did
For
change the
me,
game a lot.
for me, that guy was very crucial for Lyon's attack. Another player was another player I would say is for Manchester United. I would say Harry Maguire. Honestly, especially towards the extra time, he was really key to, disturbing uh, Lyon in pulling all the players towards him, uh, especially the long balls. Another person for Manchester United, I would say, and this is to the point where I've seen the game. I didn't watch the whole game, but I'd say Bruno. For me, Bruno and Maguire, and for Lyon, I'd say Fofana and Ryan Cherky didn't have that much of a good game, but the centre backs for Lyon, I think they had a very good game.
They conceded 5 goals.
how many players are how many players are Josh? Those are his. How many players are those? Aziz?
There are four.
Josh?
First on my list would be Harry Maguire because he did score the goal that won the game for us. But very closely, I would have Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes as the other two players who have had a very good game. Casemiro assisted twice in this game. Bruno
Yeah,
Fernandes
Casemiro.
actually tucked
Yeah,
away the
actually,
penalty.
Casemiro.
Yeah,
For me,
Casemiro did
Casemiro,
have
leave alone Lyon's
Fofana.
defender.
Yeah.
No, not Fofana. Fofana, Casemiro, Bruno, and Maguire for me.
Maguire. Yeah, the same for me because when Fofana came on for Lyon, he changed the game. He did change the game. The substitutions that Fonseca made were very good. Fofana stretched the pitch. I mean, he asked questions of Diogo Dallo, of Lenny Yoro, of Harry Maguire. I mean, Lacazette becoming a focal point. Worried Maguire to keep his position, and Fofana had some very decent crosses in. So for me, I would say Fofana, even if he just came on, he was a player who changed the game for Lyon, and Casemiro, Bruno, and Maguire were the players to watch for the players of the day for Manchester United.
I think for me, mine, of course, obviously, Harry Maguire, scoring that winner. Marim said they asked him about that substitution. He said, look, him playing up front after the game, and he said, look, guys, I think I looked around and I saw he was the only player who could go up front and maybe give us a header because Lyon were so good and we needed someone good when it comes to set pieces. So key contribution for me scored a decisive winning header in the dying minutes of extra time to secure us a 5-4 victory. And of course, his goal capped United's dramatic extra time comeback. So shout out to Harry Maguire. He did so well, and it's well deserved. I think he should even. Who took the man of the match?
I think
I don't remember.
I'm not sure,
It should have
but
been.
it should have been him.
I didn't even say. I went to watch the Lazio and Bordeaux's penalties.
The other player for me was, of course, Kobe Maino. Scored a brilliant curling shot in the 120th minute,
No,
to
but he
level
didn't.
the
He
game
didn't.
4-4. Extremely. Sorry?
If we're talking about players that he scored a goal, but the person that really impacted that goal was Casemiro.
Casemiro.
That is
Yeah,
true. That
but
is true. But to me,
for Kobe Mainu to have the composure to do that, I mean,
Yeah.
that is the moment that
extreme
can win you
composure
the
and
man of the
technical
match.
quality, beyond his
Okay,
years.
that
I'm
is
telling
one
you,
of the
especially in the extra time. His goal was a moment of individual brilliance, Aziz. So yes, I know Casemiro was behind everything, but to me, I think Kobe might, because without that goal, who knows what would have happened? So he proved his worth, big game changer. And
Manchester United would have gone home.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. And maybe the third person would be from still United side, as always, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno,
Man, I'm
that
glad, man. I'm
penalty.
seeing you guys happy for the last time. I hope
Bru-
the next time
Bruno
we meet.
Fernandes, that penalty scored, provided creativity and leadership. By the way, in the midfield, Josh talked about it earlier. Him dropping back and then coming up front in the attack, joining the attack. Although he was somehow a bit quiet in the opening, earlier on, but I think he always has his moments. He doesn't need to do a lot of things. So his goal to me shifted momentum. Setting the stage for Mino and Maguire's, winning goal. Maybe from the other side, Ryan Cherki scored both in the first leg, and even today.
No, but we are talking about players of today. Why are you talking about his achievements in the first
He's
leg?
talking
No, I'm
about
saying no.
overall.
I'm
game.
saying just overall.
He's talking
He
about
scored. He
overall. I
scored
think it's
in
true.
France, and he's
put
also
them-
scored this side.
He
You
put
get
them
it?
in the game. Last leg, he's the one. who-
Last time, yeah, and even today, you remember that goal he scored. Again, we went up. We went ahead. You get so. I mean, he's a very good player, creativity wise, very very nice player. The other player I would have put in was Tolisso, but he got a red card. That's why I had to bring in Ryan. He did
I think
squad on
Ryan
both
Cherki
legs.
would excel in a team like Tottenham.
Who ran?
Yeah, so
Look at this one. Like he's going to say they have a football. This football manager a game we play on phones. That's how he calls Postecoglou a football manager.
But he's a football manager.
That's what he calls.
He's a football manager player.
yeah,
Sinan, massive today.
Sinan. Yeah, man,
I can guarantee you, he was going to quit football. He was going to quit supporting Man United. Sinan, he's a staunch Man United. After winning,
Sinan
he sent me a
cannot
message
quit.
saying,
You're the one who can quit now. Well, Sinan cannot quit.
"He always
Massive,
quits."
massive.
A question.
Sinan is
for
a
you.
real G, man.
Question for
But
you.
Isaac is a coward.
what-
Isaac is a coward.
It's you.
He even ran away. He's like, no. He
No.
was like that kid we saw on camera.
Isaac, a question for you. Does it
Yeah.
make a difference, like you guys maybe, I'm not saying you're going to lose, but I'm saying if you don't proceed to the finals, will it, like today, a loss like this today, as you said, was devastating for you. Will it be
It will be a setback. It will be a huge setback if we
But
don't.
is it going to be as devastating as would have
Yes,
been
it will be devastating. Do you know why?
Not devastating, maybe disappointing that we've not won, but
Disappointing, embarrassing, and devastating. Do you know
won't
why?
be embarrassing. It
No,
won't, for me,
listen,
it can
Josh.
never
Do you
be
know why?
embarrassed by-
Do you
yes.
know why? I actually
Why?
prefer if we had not qualified to the semis, but now that we've qualified to the semi-finals, do not forget we are currently seated in the 13th position in the Premier League. You get it? Now, for me to not think and to forget about all the poor domestic display in the Premier League, in the FA, those are the cups.
Yeah.
It all comes with Manchester United advancing to the semis, to the finals, and lifting that trophy. I won't care what anyone says. We will be in the Champions League next season. Players are going to come. That also helps when United goes in for good players. It's also a boost. Not saying that we do not attract players, but it's a bonus and a plus for us. More sponsorship deals. I keep on saying this. You get it? Actually, there's an amount of money that we lose with our current sponsors if we do not qualify to the Champions League. Now, if we qualify and if we win this trophy, everything goes back to default settings. To me, it will be very devastating. I was already healing when Josh called me. I was already healing, but now that we have a step in, I'm telling you, we have to win this trophy.
See, what Aziz is what you're asking, I think it is very difficult for me to be devastated when this Manchester United side does not win a game against Athletic Bilbao, because yes, I want us to win the game. I will believe that we shall win the game until the end of that game. But if we do lose that game, I know the team that I have. I know the things that are happening
Very
at the
good.
club.
At least
I
now
can
you're being realistic.
appreciate. I can appreciate the fact that United might play a game with Kobe Mainu, Mason Mount, and Fernandez as the strikers. So I do understand that Lady Euro, he's the best centre back you have at the club in the game, but he's 18 years old. You understand? So I mean, you do accept when a mistake is made here and there. What I cannot accept, or what will be very difficult for me to accept, is a guy like Onana is throwing away a goal or
Yeah,
giving away a goal in a game. Now that will be
that
painful.
is
But
unacceptable. That would be painful.
exactly, now much as United would lose a game, much as United would lose a game, it would be painful. I would not like it, but I can understand. I can understand that the level we are at, we cannot. That
Josh,
is the best we could
knows.
do. But I
But
understand
yeah,
where Isaac is coming from,
yes,
the
I
monetary
agree.
value and all those things. And but for me,
Yes.
I can't even be embarrassed by this side, even if we had lost tonight, because at a certain point I looked on the pitch and there was no one to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Josh, if we win all the last remaining games in the Premier League, I don't care. I will not be devastated. It's already expected. But the Europa, I'm going to be broken. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Yes, that was Manchester United
Oh, Faisal, have you seen
qualifying.
Faisal?
Yeah, baby, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's
That was Manchester
go.
United qualifying to the semi-finals, meeting
Manchester
Atletico
United
Bilbao.
fans have not slept here today.
No, we are not sleeping. We are not
Everybody
sleeping.
would have
After
turned off
beating
their
Lyon
phones. They want
5-4,
to see social
I'm going to
media.
rewatch that game. I'm going to rewatch the last extra time minutes, 30 minutes of the whole extra time. I'm watching it. I'm rewatching it. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I have to get that feel again. I want to be in that position. I want to pretend like I don't know what's happening, and I want to
Yeah.
celebrate again.
Who's
Please
the
do
commentator?
subscribe.
On
Sorry?
what you're watching? What on which channel were you watching? Was the commentator Peter Drury?
It was
TNT.
no, mine
For
was
me, it
being
was
Peter Jury.
Ferdinand, and I don't know who.
Yeah. Darren Fletcher, Robbie Savage, and Ferdinand.
No,
Yeah.
mine was Peter Drury.
Oh, okay.
You should have heard what he said when Bruno Fernandes missed that miss, and also that other chance one-on-one between the keeper and Garnacho.
When
Because after
sat
Garnacho
down
cleared off
Maitland
that guy,
Niles.
yeah, when he sat down that guy, I don't remember the word he used. Then only for him to hand up, rather for the shot to be saved by. I almost broke my phone
Yeah,
screen.
well, that is going to be. But personally, I don't even like watching your highlights, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yo, sorry, Sinan, but we won, and a
Yeah.
huge win, a huge win.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Cheers.
Yeah.
Please do subscribe. We have Aziz. We had Aziz, myself, Isaac, and Josh. See you next time. Sports Just please do subscribe. Aziz, glory, Man United. Do not forget that. Come back, please.
Glory, Man
One thing I said,
United.
I
Josh,
came
you're
to this
flashing.
to see
Glory,
you
Man
guys for the last
United.
time happy.
Glory,
This is the last
Man
time.
United.
So that's why I joined the stream today.
Anyway, cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are signing out. Shout out to you, Pfizer. Shout outs to you, Sinan. See you. Where is Madia? It's too bad she's not here. I would have loved to hear her comment, or rather her take. But we are signing out, guys. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Yes, and Sinan says, lastly, Amorim. Guys, we are signing out.
Amorim is ill.
Cheers.